How's it going, everybody? Incognegro here, back again with another video. Obviously, you guys can see on your screen something a little bit more different. So if you guys watched the other videos, which were talking about me in this league, the Leader League, which was made by Tep, obviously his Twitter will be in this description and those videos descriptions as well. As I went through week 1 and week 2 battles in one whole entire video, since I didn't get to do the team builder or the, I guess live analysis of, you know, my match or whatever have you. But, lucky for you guys, those videos should be out before this one. But this one is the draft, well, not the draft breakdown, sorry, week 3 against Tep. Tep being the winner of this league. I am kind of scared of him, but he could bring some unexpected shit. But obviously, you guys know my team at this point, then hey, it should be easy for you guys to understand that this team is pretty good. Tep is 1-1 at +4, and I am 1-1 at +1. We are both in the same conference and also same division, so I do have to play him a second time, I believe. But his team, which will come on screen to the right, is going to be Cricketot, Steel Valley, Smeargle, Reuniclus, Crobat, Hitmontop, Porygon 2, Mega Camera, Electros, and Aegislash. As you guys can see on my screen, or on the left side of the screen, that is the team I will be bringing for this matchup, and I'll explain why once I go over Tep's Pokemon, why I think he's bringing each of them. Tep's team is very weak to my Zygarde, 50%, with a Choice Band 1,000 Arrows. But he can obviously counter that with a lot of things, and I'm very scared of his mons. But, for one, my team is also very weak to things, and that is very, very scary. Well, scary for me to get swept, but also he also possesses one of the best Pokemon in format, or one of the best Pokemon that was unbanned, Aegislash. Now, I think personally it's good in draft format. I don't think it's too broken sometimes, but to some people it is. I don't think it's too broken. I think it's a really good mon, however, if you use it correctly and if your opponent isn't the brightest, to say the least. But given that, his team, I think, is going to consist of Aegislash, Silvally, which could possibly be Fairy, as far as I've been thinking this over and mulling it over myself. It also could be something else. Electros, Smeargle, Porygon 2, and Reuniclus. So, what other Pokemon he's not bringing? Cricketot, I don't think is being brought, even though we did meme a little bit with the mons that we drafted. You know, I drafted, I know he drafted Cricketot, and some other people drafted some other mons. I don't think it's going to be brought for this matchup. Not a good Pokemon with this matchup, even if you're memeing. I don't think you want to bring that. Crobat doesn't have a great time against my team. Exactly, I have Starmie. I could have Mudsdale after 1,000 Arrows happens, and maybe he might kill Zygarde and it keeps Crobat in against Mudsdale. I just kill it because it has fallen down to the ground, obviously. And overall, I have Sharpedo, I have Starmie, like I said. I also have Victini. I also have Unknown, which can be hit by Psychic, Stab, plus whatever specs, or even just give it a Sash and then just hit with him power Psychic. It could definitely not take one of those, or maybe it could. We'll have to calculate that later. Hitmontop is pretty good against my team, but I don't usually use rocks or anything like that. And also with Starmie being there, and also just packing maybe even Psychic Fangs, Mega Sharpedo, also packing Tornadus, and Unknown once again being a threat, quote unquote, and even having Gyarados. Even though it's not a Z-Mon, Bounce could be really something he wants to look out for, I guess, because I run Power Her Bounce, which could be something. I'm not using it this week, obviously. Mega Camera has an overall terrible time against my team with Sharpedo, Gyarados, and also Zygarde just cleans it up. And also, if I gave Unknown him Power Water, it'd be really bad. And Victini can also, you know, damage it a lot. And also Mudsdale, Starmie. I think I mentioned Starmie, but also Mudsdale. Yeah, Mudsdale's also a Pokemon that could definitely do damage to this. Otherwise, the other Pokemon in front of me are things I am scared of. Now, this is a weird week because I definitely mentioned out the Tep that he could bring Trick Room, and I built this team looking like it could be Trick Room, right? Not my team, but his team, what he could bring. Aegislash is his Z-Mon for this week. I don't think he's bringing Z anything Reuniclus because I don't think he wants to risk it against a team that has 2 Dark types and a team that probably could tank it, and also having 2 Psychic types. I don't think he wants to do that. I think that Aegislash definitely comes in and just lives a hit, then just kills one of my mons, which would be very terrible, obviously. Could be Ghost, could be Dark, I don't know. Fairy Silvally, which is not displayed, but obviously just regular Silvally here, goes through my team pretty well with enough coverage. I mean, you have Zygarde, you have Scrafty, you have Sharpedo. My 3 main attackers right there in front of me that could definitely don't want to be out against that. Otherwise, what we really see is that with enough coverage, it could definitely suit the rest of my team given a chance. I can't really think of any other besides maybe I don't even think. I think Ice should probably be the other one, because then I have Mudsdale, Zygarde, and Tornadus to take a lot from that, but even then that probably wouldn't be an optimal plan. Electros, despite not wanting to take 1,000 arrows, can definitely come here, because speaking on Silvally Electric into this point, Gyarados, which I picked up from Tailwind end of week 2, since he was replacing Teambuilder to get rid of some Mons, I gave Metagross for Gyarados because Metagross wasn't doing anything, which I'll probably talk about in, the other video. But more importantly, Electros gets enough coverage and can live for a little bit of time and can definitely do its work against my team. I'm only going to be switching that out with Crobat necessarily, if it could come, but that's like a possibility. I don't think Crobat wants to be here, but I think Electros definitely can do work against me. Smeargle's definitely coming, because Smeargle is one of those memes in this league where it can set up sticky webs, it can one-hit KO things with special moves, I guess recharge moves, Rock Record could have him Power Fire for something, I don't know. But Smeargle definitely can meme around, and if I taunt it, maybe I'll avoid sticky webs, and maybe I'll avoid other things that I don't want to see. But I'm definitely hoping and praying that he doesn't bring Smeargle, he doesn't bring webs, because that'd be really bad for your boy if he runs a Tailwind team, which could happen with Silvally, but I'm totally expecting Trick Room. Why? Porygon 2 and Reuniclus are really good at setting up Trick Room. Porygon 2 is bulky as hell with EVO Light, and if I get a knockoff off, great, but then the rest of my mons gonna kind of have to suffer, but then Scrafty can come in and clean up those two, and can outslow the rest of his team, barring maybe, I want to say maybe Smeargle, and maybe Shield form Aegislash. Otherwise, Scrafty has a relatively good time here too, but I think that Trick Room is being brought with those two, and he wouldn't bring Z-Move with Reuniclus, and that's just me personally. I think this would be the team he would bring, Trick Room, and outside of Trick Room, he has Silvally Fairy, and he definitely can bring some sort of crazy set. I think Tailwind could be an option as well, but I don't think it's the most optimal play given that I have a speed boosting Mon, and I can also run Tailwind myself. So let's look at my team. So first off, we have Zygarde, aka Young Gogurt over here. Choice Band with 1,000 Arrows, Outrage, Extreme Speed, Stone Edge. Basically, this is for a lot of the mons I'm going to be seeing. Now, what am I talking about? Stone Edge obviously hits Kricketot, which is a non-factor, but it's good to say. Hits Silvally Flying and also Silvally Bug and other types of Silvally and like Fire and stuff. And that's pretty good, I guess, but I don't think those are coming, but it definitely still hits them, and 1,000 Arrows does the same job against Fire. Hits Crobat. And that's really it. That's it for Stone Edge. 1,000 Arrows goes to this team like no one's business. I mean, a lot of these mons don't want to take a banded 252 adamant 1,000 Arrows, so I definitely think that that was very necessary. And once I have enough room and a lot of this Pokemon either damage or I just have room, I can definitely just do it turn after turn. I don't really care for webs with this Pokemon because I'm running max HP, I'm not running max speed, so I'm not expecting to outspeed anything. I'm going to be slow, I'm going to hit things, I'm going to kill them as well. I definitely think that outside of that, he would have to bring something with an ice move or something with another dragon move or something of that sort. And I think he will, but I think Silvally Fairy is definitely the best option for him, but I think that overall Zygarde has a great time with 1,000 Arrows banded, and overall goes through Tep's team like butter. Now, the next Pokemon on our list is obviously the unknown, which I mentioned earlier with Hidden Power Water, aka your boy Avery, since it is a Specs Hidden Power Water, I believe Oko's Mega Camerote, which I will put on screen. If it does, I'll put the exact calculation and everything. You know, I'll do it in post or whatever have you, but I think it does, and if it doesn't, it does a fair chunk of damage. That's all it's really here for. It's to meme on Mega Camerote. If it comes. I'm thinking it's not coming because my team is very, very good against it. But yeah, overall unknown, that's all you're really here for. It's 4 times effective and it hits pretty hard. In the hood, the Scrafty is one of my Z Crystal users, as you guys should know, besides Zygarde, and Scrafty having this Z Crystal definitely will be able to nuke any Fairy Silvallies. And the bulk upset is really nice because I'm running 200 plus in special defense just in case of anything possibly that will hit Scrafty with any special attacks, which I think lives Mega Camerups, Lava Plumes, whoever have you. I can hit back with Drain Punch or hit it first with Drain Punch. And then bulk up Poison Jab is definitely just for the Silvally, just in case it is fairy, and even then I think that still does a good chunk of damage to mons like Electros, which it'll be neutral against Porygon 2, which will be neutral against Hitmontop, Reuniclus, which will be neutral against Smeargle, and even Kricketot. And knockoff is just to get off any items just in case we have to see what's going on over there. Hits Reuniclus super effective, and if we see a Psychic Silvally, that'd be really funny, but I don't think it's coming. And also hits H-Slash super effectively, which would be really nice to do, just get away its item. But it's also Z Crystal user. Like I said, it will probably be Z Crystal, so knockoff will still do a fair chunk of damage. Next, we have Vix the Victini. We're not running our Final Gambit set like we did the first 2 weeks of the season, which was very, very nice to run. We're running our Choice Spec set with Steering Shot, Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, Psychic, with the standard timid set with the 252 in special attack and speed. Basically, Vix cleans up a lot of these mons as well. With this, we have Searing Shot instead of something like Blue Flare because of accuracy reasons, and I don't feel like missing this week or getting fucked over by RNG hits. Aegislash also can hit Kricketot, which, like I keep saying its name, it's a non-factor, but at the same time, you never know. You really never know at this point. Hits Electros as well. Hits a lot of these mons for good damage since it is specs. Shadow Ball does the same thing too. Hits Aegislash and hits Reuniclus, which is really good too. Focus Blast hits Silvally if it's just regular. Hits Porygon 2 as well. And that's really it. Psychic hits Crobat and Hitmontop just in case, you know, he thinks I am physical for some reason, which is fine. But also it was just a nice stab move as well to hit other Pokemon. Next we have Charnigro, the Sharpedo, once I get over there. This is my usual set of, well, not my usual set, but my usual Charnigro set. So with the Sharpedo Knight, we have Protect, Destiny Bond, Crunch, and a Psychic Fangs with the normal Adamant Nature set, which basically I'm going to protect first turn. Obviously, if it fails because he switches out, I'm protecting again. After 2, I outspeed Crobat, I believe. I think if Crobat doesn't have enough speed to outspeed me, I think at 289 I hit what, 500, like 60 something, 570, 580 something speed, and it's really fun to use this mon in general. And I think for the most part it's like 578. Yeah, 578. I think it beats its Scarf. I think it's a little bit slower than Scarf, but it's still, I don't think he wants to have Crobat in against me unless he's banded or something and he just has max speed, which would be funny to see, but I mean it's not something I want to happen. I just probably send in a note on that too. But with Protect, Destiny Bond, Crunch, and Psychic Fangs, Crunch obviously hitting the Aegislash, I needed Stab obviously, and it hits Reuniclus as well. Psychic Fangs is specifically for Hitmontop because I fear that I'm going to get stuck with that option. And if he's already intimidated one of my mons and he's killed something, then I send in this and I just Psychic Fangs and it probably dies depending on how much health it has left. I was gonna bring Liquidation for Mega Camera, but I don't think it's gonna be a factor in this battle since I don't think it's gonna be brought. But if it is, then I'd be kind of fucky. But I do have Zygarde in the back with Bandit 1000 Arrows. But I definitely think that Sharpedo is going to play a role in this match, and it'll take somebody down with it if I get off Destiny Bond. So that'd be really good too. Last but certainly not least, we have Genie, aka our Tornadus Incarnate, which is running the leftovers, the Prankster set with Bulk Up, Taunt, Superpower, Knockoff with 180 in HP, 200 in attack with the plus Jolly Nature 128. Literally outspeed Silvally. Basically, I don't know why I did that, but I wanted it to outspeed just in case. If Silvally isn't fairy, then this is a good set. If it is, then I don't have any flying stabs, so it's not that great for me personally, but I think Taunt for Smeargle is definitely going to be needed if it comes in first. If I see it on the team, I'm expecting it to come out first. Knockoff is to get away items, obviously hits Aegislash and can just hit Reuniclus as well, and knocks off items. Superpowers just in case the Silvally is normal, and just because it hits Porygon 2 as well. With the bulk up set, I'll be doing immense damage with this just in case I have to. And I like leftovers instead of a berry just because, well, I could add a berry in the end, but I think I'm going to leave it leftovers. But overall, I think this team is really solid. Obviously, I have the wrong background for this battle, obviously, but next time you see this, it'll be the Palatown Pachirisu's background, since I'm fighting three things I'm going to be recording for. But this is your Palatown Pachirisu's. For the Little League Revived, I'll be playing Tep. Whenever this team builder goes up, that means I've already fought him, and you guys will get either a post-game or a live commentary, which obviously will be nice to have. But if you guys did enjoy this video, give it a like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. If you want more content out of me or you want to check more of it out, link is in the description to my Twitch page. And I hope you guys have a nice day. Tep's channel and his Twitter will be in the description as well if you want to check him out as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.